Hello everyone, and let's do a Star Wars The Old Republic video discussing the end game. I haven't done a video for a while, so took advantage of the double XP sort of month that we've had there at the end of September, and well, it's not double XP, couple of weeks of double XP we've had there at the end of September and beginning of October. Leveled this gunslinger up to level 75 just because I was bored and I fancied another gunslinger, and I don't have a Twi'lek gunslinger, so might as well have a Twi'lek gunslinger. Why not? Why not? Indeed. So fresh 75, still got the XP booster enabled. So what we want to discuss is gearing and the sort of fallacies behind things like item rating. The item rating at the beginning, when you first hit 75, item rating is everything. It is the most important thing until you hit 306, because your item rating determines the gear that you drop, that you get from packs. So anything that rewards a chest, what it does is it takes your average item rating and then it has the chance to go a level higher. It also has the chance to proc again and be several levels higher than the previous tier. So if you've got what you start with 268, the base level gear should be 270. Okay, so you should start getting 270s when you start off. When you get to 306, the real gearing starts. This character is an alt, so we are starting with 306 gear. Now this character is not well geared, I've got to say, nowhere near it. 306 is kind of the beginning of the gear treadmill, realistically. We say not well geared. Again, accuracy is only 106%. We've got no set bonuses. And we have horribly unoptimized, what are they called again? Amplifiers. There they are. Armor penetration for a dirty fighting. We even forgot to put in the last, the last utility there. Yeah, we'll go with that just now. Can't be bothered reading them. So there you go. Yeah, we're 306 geared, but we're quite poorly geared. Again, we've got poor amplifiers, tech wizardry. Not really for, dirty fighting. We don't really want tech wizardry. We don't actually do a lot of tech abilities. To be honest, the initial damage of our sharp bomb and our vital shot, in fact, I don't think that doesn't do any initial damage. So yeah, the initial damage of sharp bomb, that's our only real tech ability. Everything else is weapon expertise, and it's a dot spec, so we want periodic intensity. This is weapon damage, wounding shots. Dirty blast does do internal bleed damage, so that does benefit from tech wizardry. The quick draw again is weapon damage. The grenade is, technically kinetic damage as well. That is tech wizardry. Speed shot again is weapon damage. So yeah, tech wizardry not great here. For the fortuitous readout, and again useless. Presence is alright for questing. Again, oral command not too bad because our sharp bombs AoE and our grenades AoE is quite nice, and also our freighter flyby is beneficial from that. But yeah, we've not got the best of gear. Periodic restoration, oh, I'm so close to being right there. Periodic intensity, we have no periodic intensity. No weapon expertise. They're the two things that you really want. Periodic intensity improves the damage of our dots. And weapon expertise is things like wounding shot, speed shot, quick draw. Because mostly the damage comes from quick draw and wounding shots. And wounding shots procs are quick draw. So this is not really, it's not really a discussion on the spec. It's just a discussion on gearing. Because a lot of people, I've seen a lot of requirements for groups that say 306 minimum. I was like, I'm 306, but I'm not well geared. The tactical we put in there is just rolling boil, because it was the only one that we had lying around. Haven't finished the storyline yet. Still haven't finished the story here. So I guess we'll go and finish that. Rolling boil, because you get a free tactical, which isn't great. So what I would suggest doing with this as well. While you're leveling a character, there's the thing that you really want is to get credits. Get as many credits, 2 million credits. We still got these crates to turn in, the supply crates, so that'll net us a bit more credits. Turn them in at the alliance vendors there, and that'll net us a bit more credits. And the other thing you want is tech fragments. Tech fragments, the best way to get tech fragments is to just do the conquest. That tends to be the best way to do it. You get 100 tech fragments for completing the conquest, and if you're in a guild, you get another 300 at the beginning of the week. So that's pretty decent for getting tech fragments. Flashpoints are alright as well, and I think the chests, the crates from flashpoints, they drop tech fragments as well. But capping your tech fragments, because each piece of gear that you buy is going to cost you, for your set bonus, it's going to cost you 3,000 tech fragments and 1,000,000 credits. But the first thing we always want to buy is the tactical. I mean, we've got a tactical here, but that should always be your first priority, is the tactical. Then it's the set bonus is the second priority. It's going to cost you the 6-piece. If you're getting a 6-piece and you want the sort of best in slot, the best in slots tend to be 6 pieces, then the best way to get it is to just farm credits. 6 million credits it'll cost you. So 7 million if you include the tactical there, because there are 1,000,000 credits each plus 3,000 tech fragments. So your focus on end game should always be tech fragments. It is the best way to get it. The other way is to go through RNG. And RNG, you might get lucky, you might not. Flashpoints are pretty good. Flashpoints are really good for gearing up towards 306. I was thinking, especially Master Mode. Master Mode flashpoints, you get the... So you get 2 chests from each Master Mode. The Veteran only gives you 1 chest per Veteran. And if you do 3 of them, you get the weekly quest. You also get, you get 125 tech fragments out of doing that as well. You get 20, another 20 if you're a tank. Wow, that's worth it, isn't it? 20 tech fragments, not really worth that. So you get 2 chests here, and you also get the weekly if you do 3 of them, and the weekly pays out 3 chests, which is nice. So you can get 2 chests per day, and then on the 3rd day you're going to get 5 chests. So that's not too bad from the flashpoints. Operations, to be honest, they're not great these days. Especially story mode ops for gearing, I don't find. I think they take too long, and the rewards aren't that great, because it's just the same chest, operations, equipment crate, and it's a flashpoint, but you get 2 of these. So when you're gearing up, I prefer flashpoints. And again, 125 tech fragments, you get only 150 for doing the operation. I think it's worth the time investment. Just for the rewards that you get from operations. I find that the best way to get a set bonus, you're guaranteed a set bonus or like an amplified champion piece from doing conquest. Like you get the equipment crate there. That tends to be a bit better, so always firing out your conquest is always a good way to do it. Conquest is the end game, effectively. This is the end game right here. Get your conquest to cap. Rank up pinnacle. Increase 5 renown rank. That's not too bad. Should be quite easy that with the double XP. Runs for another week. Really, I think it runs until the 13th of October. So it's just under a week. I'm recording this on the 8th of October. So I just thought it'd be interesting to have a little look and see. Because a lot of people do look at the number. And the number's only important until you get to 306. And then optimization starts. So I would recommend, bear in mind every piece of gear you get here is legacy bound. So you can take advantage of that for your ults. I mean, look at my, these 2 tabs here. Full of 306 gear. I think all the tank stuff's down here. 304. So you get all the sort of 306. There's a few armorings as well there. And base 7 again has all 306 gear here. It's just random crappy 306 stuff. We don't really care because again, every time we level an ult to 75, we can just put them in 306 gear and then start the gear grind with them. So it is a good idea to keep a hold of even bad 306 gear is still decent. Although when you're gearing and you're looking at the min-maxing, first of all, as a DPS, we should really get our accuracy to cap. That should be our priority, capping the accuracy at 110. If we're going to do raiding, that is, cap it to 110%, because that means we don't miss anything. If we're not doing raiding, then the first priority is get a decent tactical, and then work on the set bonus. Depending on your class and spec, you might need to do a bit of research. I haven't looked at the gunslinger set bonuses, unfortunately, so I don't know what the best one is, nor have I looked at the tacticals. So that would be my first thing to do, is get myself a decent tactical. Rolling boils, it's alright. It's not very good doing level synced content though, because mastery gets capped anyway, like getting you 5% mastery. We've only got one relic that triggers, the other one is an activated relic, and they're both power, which is interesting. So it shows you how cobbled together this character is, a fresh 75. But we can take advantage of that and get the renown ranks. Again, the conquest is handy for us for doing things like that. Getting our renown rank. We are only renown rank 1. We also get a chest for finishing the story, so we'll finish the story off to get a chest. The tactical you get finishing the story, it's alright. It's alright. I mean, it's not too bad. The problem is it always procs the wrong ability at the wrong time, it seems. So we'll have a look into tacticals. Look at the best in slot tactical. It's 3,000 tech fragments and 1,000,000 credits. So you want to level up. We can buy 2 PCs, essentially, a tactical and one of our set PCs. Although we're not going to buy one yet because we've got nothing essentially to put in it. I've got this barrel, this gun here, which has alpha strike in it, which is alright, really. It's a bit better than reinforced armor here. So we might pull that out. Always keep a hold of the modern enhancement though. Like, it is an accuracy mod, which we are short on there. So it is always good to keep a hold of things. I always keep a bay, I always have like bay 3 here, which is empty at the moment. And I always keep any item that's moddable, I keep in here for this character. So I'll keep that in there. Even if I took the barrel out, I would just keep that, the pistol in there, because it takes up 1 slot and it's a mod and an enhancement in there. But keep any moddable gear that you get, because moddable gear is at least decent. You can pull out mods and enhancements from it. And also keep mods and enhancements. And what we're going to do is we're going to head off to the fleet and head to the vendor. And what we're going to do is, when we've got our set bonus, it then becomes all about the amplifiers. I keep forgetting what they're called. Amplifier RNG is terrible in this game. But what I would suggest doing is, don't re-roll your amplifier. What's the Gree event's up, is it? Is the Gree event up? Yeah, it's the Gree event that's up this weekend. Where are we? That's not where I want to be. I want to go to the supply section. Over here. Is this way quicker or not? I don't know. I like this mount. It's kind of a basic mount. Quite like it. You get it free when you start Osis. So I might do the Gree event. Might be worth doing. So we'll head over here and see if we can find the trooper smuggler. There we are. What tacticals have we got? Airborne agent. Sharp bomb spreads hemorrhaging blasts effect. Dirty blast does splash damage to all targets affected by sharp bomb. That's interesting. What else have we got? High velocity holo dampener. Hideout increases damage. That's not very good. Exploited weakness. Hemorrhaging blast deals 50% more damage. Deal damage with dirty blast increases It causes target to... There's another dot there. You can get exploited weakness, your hemorrhaging blast there. Which is quite nice. Your hemorrhaging blast is like your dot amplifier. Which is kind of cool. And again, that one, Sharp Bomb spreads. Ooh. Ooh, that's good for AoE, that one. Not bad for an AoE one. You've got Kolto Bombardment. Freighter Flyby is a heal. Oh, nice. Overwhelming offense. Dealing damage increases damage done for 2 seconds. Ooh, Precise Targeter. Smuggler's Luck gets 3 charges. 3 auto crit wounding shots. Precise Targeters. I don't know what the best one is, to be honest here. Haven't really looked at it. Any good? You got the Reliquary of Time, Rolling Balls, what we've got. Sniper Siege. Enemies take 10% more damage while under sweeping gunfire. Doesn't affect operation bosses. Well, a lot of people just use that as their rotation. That's their. I've seen a lot of people leveling gunslingers, and like this is their entire rotation. That's it. That is just sweeping gunfire is their entire rotation. Oh, we got a cell calf dude here. As their I quite like the one that spreads your hemorrhaging blast is quite cool. Oh no. Sniper Siege looks interesting. So they take 10% more damage. I take it from other players, maybe? Because you can't... I mean, you can do the freighter flyby while under the effects of sweeping gunfire. That can fire off, because that's a fire and forget ability, and your dots will still tick while it's up, because you're going to put your dots up. Why is there a Sith Pureblood as a Republic player? That's odd. Look at him. The Sith Pureblood. He's got like the captain's outfit on. What else have we got? Taskmaster. Here, the Entertainer. That's the one you get for free. The Life Warden, yeah, it's good for doing... I guess if you're a tank, it's decent, but not really. The Slow Road. Anything else good? Yeah. Ultraviolet Blast. Hemorrhaging Blast finishes off all your bleed effects at once. Ooh. That's pretty good. It kind of turns your dot spec into a burst spec. Increases the cooldown of Hemorrhaging Blast by 6 seconds. You're going to have to reapply your dots, though, because you're going to put your dots up. Hemorrhaging Blast to enhance them. Then put them back up again before you hit Wounding Shots, because Wounding Shots doesn't do a lot of damage unless you've got the bleed effect on. Interesting. I mean, that's... it kind of turns into a bit of a burst spec. Alright, that's interesting. But the vendor we want to go to is... Leave the fire cloud behind. The sniper leaves the fart gas behind. This guy right here. With his unbeatable quality and unbeatable prices. So all you tend to spend your armor, your tech fragments on is armorings and barrels. The barrels to get best in slot barrels, and the armorings till you get best in slot armorings. You tend to buy these things because when you're 306 geared, you tend to be guaranteed a 306 piece. You can see here 306. Again, pretty bad. Oral rejuvenation, not what we want. Wrong one. This is the end game spending at this vendor. Yeah, again, poor roll there. That's terrible. 2 healing abilities. That's what we want as a DPS, isn't it? You see how bad the RNG is in this game? I mean, we could keep them because, you know, our healers could use them, but they only cost 175, and as you can see, because we're item rating 306, they're always going to be 306. So what we're after is periodic intensity, weapon expertise are the two that we're really after. You can buy the barrels as well because you want the 2 barrels in both your guns, and the armorings in, you know, all your armor pieces. So you want to be sort of min-maxing. Augments, I just buy the cheapest augments when it comes to them. Augmenting generally done last because that's the last thing you want to spend your credits on. Because we'd rather spend. It's better to spend your credits on the set bonus and the tactical rather than augments. So you tend to do the augments when you finish getting the set bonus because there's no point in augmenting this. It's just a waste of money. Because this is non-moddable gear. You can't modify these things, which is unfortunate here. You've got the tech wizardry. I wouldn't do this as well. Recalibrating the amplifier is just a waste of money, I find. Because you can get anything. If you look at the potential, you could get... You know, you could get something like force sensitivity, which is useless. You know, these kind of things are kind of useless. Periodic, this is what we want, essentially. That is really what we're after. That's our best in slot. 2.2% periodic intensity will do us nicely. Tech wizardry is not great for us as a gunslinger. Weapon expertise would be quite nice. Again, increases all the weapon damage that we do. Most of our rotation, minus the dots, are weapon damage. The only thing it really does tech damage is dirty blasts, secondary effect. And the initial upfront damage of sharp bomb, and then the periodic damage kind of ticks based on periodic intensity is going to improve that. So tech wizardry is not really worth their while. Everything else, this is weapon damage. Everything else is just weapon damage here. So I guess we don't really, tech wizardry not great. Armor penetration's okay. I mean, it's a gold armor penetration, so that's not too bad.
Taking up space in your hangar bay? Donate it to the Resource Reclamation Initiative today.
Ooh, we're getting propaganda here. An old junker? Nah. Can you sell your mounts? I don't know, but anyway, so that is all for this video. Just thought I'd do a quick video, just because I don't like when people do, you know, focus on just the item rating. I mean, yes, it's important, but when you hit 306, the important thing is to be well optimized, especially if it's for harder content. You see them looking for things like EC story mode or ECHM. You know, you kind of see them going around looking for things like that and looking for things too high an item level requirement. I've seen people getting kicked from flashpoints for not being 306. I mean, you can't expect anyone to optimize gear below 306. That's the point, really, of this video. So anyway, that is all for this video. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.